Trigger warning. Think for yourself. Question authority. Say what you think. Speak the damn truth. So apparently today in Texas, 20 people have been gunned down while at church. Dozens other injured. 20-something-year-old white guy. No motive yet. It's messed up. I don't know what to say about it. I know that there was a shooting in Tennessee recently where a member of the church went out to his car, got a gun, and went back into the church and took the guy out. The shooter saved many lives, and that wasn't heavily reported on. Now I'm hearing a lot of stuff already, the term semi-automatic gunfire used. It's so interesting that people on the left, when the story fits their agenda, are quick to jump on this. The shooting in the church in Tennessee was mildly reported on because it didn't fit their agenda. Don't really want to politicize a tragedy like this, but when it's already been politicized before we know any facts, I gotta fight fire with fire. Listen up. If you don't want to be a victim, buy a gun. Go to class. Get your permit. Carry it with you wherever you can, concealed. Not open carry. Because you can prevent this from happening to you when you go to church on Sunday, because people who go to church, white, male, Christian, and Christian families, are targeted more and more now. And I don't know what it is. I don't know where this comes from. Isn't it amazing when you look at human history? We all know about the church in Alabama that was bombed by KKK members, where a few black schoolgirls were killed in that terrible attack, which we all admit was terrible. We have a white supremacist kid who goes into a black church and kills several church-going members. Tragedy. Obama himself went down to that church and gave a great speech talking about racism and this, that, and the other. Also used that to talk about gun control. We have a black man that shoots up a church in Tennessee. Nobody knows about it. Really? Nobody knows about it. I say that loosely. I'm talking comparatively. But this fits their agenda. The numbers of people murdered are higher. The numbers of casualties are higher. And as soon as you hear the term semi-automatic, oh my God, we need to ban guns. We need stricter gun laws. The people on the left side of the aisle don't understand. You cannot legislate out evil. There are messed up people in the world, and passing laws isn't going to get rid of that. The terrorist attack that just happened on Halloween in New York City proves you don't need a gun to kill multiple people and instill terror in a community. This was a terrorist attack that happened in a church just outside of San Antonio. It doesn't matter his race. It doesn't matter his religious views. It doesn't matter anything. It was a terrorist attack. Now, yes, terrorist, there's a definition behind that. Carrying out an offensive attack to instill and promote your religious or political ideologies, to enact change in the government of which you are attacking. That's a loose definition of the term terrorist. So I use the term terrorist for Stephen Paddock, for this unnamed as of yet shooter at this church in Texas. I also call it a terrorist attack at the shooter who killed people in the church in Tennessee. It's a terrorist attack for the guy who ran people over on the bicycle path in New York City. It's all terrorism. Yeah, Stephen Paddock. Yeah, that was the Vegas shooter. These are terrorists. Because people on the left are pushing for gun control, attacking the Second Amendment, attacking the Constitution, attacking people's right to defend themselves. I don't understand, and I can never understand what drives people to do this, except they must be crazy to some extent. Either on prescription drugs, or just being ideologically brainwashed by cults, groups, organizations, political parties, you name it. People aren't thinking for themselves. They're not thinking clearly, and they're pawns in a game, a deadly game. My advice for Americans: learn history objectively. Look in the mirror. Realize you are an American. The Second Amendment applies to you. Buy a gun. Go through the process. Realize it's not as easy as you think it is. Go through the classes to conceal carry. Practice. Learn to be accurate. Carry it with you and conceal it smartly. Protect yourself and protect others around you. Do not rely on government to protect you. Rely on yourself.